money, you name it.
In his 14th NFL season, Larry Fitzgerald still needs to know it all.
Where's he from, Coach? What's the next play? What's the next one, Coach? What's after this? Hold on, what's this route? I'm blocking the man over me, right? Z or X on empty? What am I? I'm asking you, what am I playing?
When Fitzgerald came into the league in 2004, the question being asked was, why did Arizona draft him?
The Cardinals had the 3rd overall pick that year, and a lot of us thought they needed a quarterback.
4 years earlier, he'd been a ball boy for Dennis Green's Minnesota Vikings. Now, Dennis Green was his head coach.
Larry, after you catch it, at least 4 or 5 steps of burst.
There was some criticism, of course, the experts out there that thought that perhaps Denny Green was too close to Larry Fitzgerald. But Denny was absolutely convinced that Larry Fitzgerald was going to be a Pro Bowl player and play for a long, long time.
I had already solidified myself as a dominant player in the National Football League, and I kind of felt at times that, he didn't respect that about me, but that was just me being young. I think he saw that I had potential to do more and be better than I saw myself at that point.
Todd Haley said, you catch the ball, you fall down to the ground. You need to be more like Anquan Boldin. Anquan catches the ball and suddenly turns into a raging bull. You need to do the same thing.
I just took it personal, and I said, you know what, I'm going to prove him wrong.
Caught Fitzgerald, 10-5, dives, Fitzgerald is going to be in!
I had the conversation with him that I'm not here to be your friend, but in the end, I hope you'll respect me when we're high-fiving over top the limb.
For someone, can be rewarding. It also can be a challenge. In 2013, Bruce Arians became the Cardinals' head coach. One of his first decisions was to move Larry Fitzgerald from a split end to a slot receiver.
I felt like it was a slight initially, like doesn't think I'm good enough to do this anymore. He's trying to run me out. Those type of thoughts go to your mind.
We moved him into the slot receiver. He had a ton of questions because he did not want to fail.
You didn't like the way I ran there?
I thought it was a little flat because that made you chop your feet too much.
And he was afraid of making that transition because it was totally new to him. As we grew together, there were very, very rough spots.
Larry, break in! Why'd you break out?
You're sitting inside of me on there.
Oh, man, break in, you might score. They cleared the whole middle out.
He saw where it was heading. I said, hey, call Reggie, call Hines. They got 80, 90 balls later in their career. You still got years left.
I talked to Hines Ward, and I talked to Reggie Wayne, and both of them told me the same thing. Once you let him know and you show him that you are completely committed to what he's doing.
Explain it one more time to me, Coach. So it's going to be trout right,
FPL, 7 to go.
Then things are going to look good for you.
Instead of lining up outside the numbers, running deep patterns and relying on his jumping ability, Fitzgerald was now running more shallow crossing routes in the congested middle of the field and exposing himself to more big hits.
He used to joke that being in the slot, getting banged up, having guys hit you, running short slants, that's Anquan Boldin's job. It became Larry Fitzgerald's job.
I think it is the strongest argument for him being a Hall of Famer. Not only the great things he did, but he was asked to sacrifice. He was asked to do things he wasn't particularly comfortable with. He wasn't even that good in the slot his first year, but man, did he improve.
I love you, baby.
And there's times I'm watching him on film, not catching passes, but going in and blocking a safety. Things that he didn't want to have any part of 7, 8 years ago.
He probably has become the best blocking wide receiver in the National Football League right now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's block, baby. Yeah.
He is a pit bull in there. They use him like a pulling guard. He is a difference maker blocking from the wide receiver position. There's only a handful of people that you could ever say that about.
20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5, and Fitz is in for the touchdown. Boy, Fitz with a great block downfield.
He pancaked that boy.
He's as good as anybody because he cares, because he takes it just as serious as he does his route running, his catching. He does the dirty work.
He does the dirty work without playing dirty.
There was one play, he had a blindside hit on me. He could have killed me. He could have, like, pretty much put me out the game. And he made the block. He decleated me and all that. It was an effective block.
Fitzgerald just leveled Richard Sherman.
For what he could have done, you know what I mean, it was pretty much a nothing hit. But then he comes up and apologizes. Most people, you take that shot. You take your shot, bang, it's football. You know, it just shows.